Cosmetic procedures can aid in helping relieve certain insecurities, but what happens when some of these backfire into something more terrifying and life-altering? TikTok is quite well known when it comes to being very blunt and transparent about their own opinion, and Nicole Annette Smith, who is an aesthetic physician assistant, had a few things to say on Lisa Rinna's overfilled look, as well as going through other celebrities who've gotten dermal filler. This video is currently no longer circulating, sadly, and I can't find it myself. But Smith would state, the key with doing dermal fillers or Botox is to maintain your youthful look, not altering or changing your appearance. And basically goes into saying that a good plastic surgeon doctor should make these changes almost completely undetectable. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has seen this video and had even commented saying, "Skin Vibe is not for everyone, and it was not good for me. Luckily, we could dissolve it today." Phew! To which the star ended up doing. After getting permanent silicone lip injections, Liza had to go through surgery again afterwards to correct the scarring effects it left behind. Liza herself had stated she was aware she had gone too far with everything and is actively making the chance to pull herself back. She is, though, still promoting a doctor-free way to make your lips more plump with the help of her new makeup line, Larger Than Life Lip Plumping Gloss. Say that 5 times fast. This year has been a very interesting and sad one for the Catch Me Outside star. But starting off with the topic of the video, Bhad Bhabie had posted on her Instagram story earlier this year stating that she had removed all fillers from her face. The star even wrote a warning for those who wanted to follow the trend of facial fillers. "I had cheeks, lips, chin. Stop doing it unless you absolutely need it. It makes you look so much older and blocks your lymphatic drainage system, causing pillow face," which is a term referring to someone who looks overstuffed with too many fillers. She decided to go on this journey after welcoming her first child into the world a month prior with her now supposedly ex-boyfriend Levon. Around this time though, the poor girl is now fighting allegations of her friend Alabama sleeping around with her boyfriend after she had just gone through a surgical procedure for cancer. Hopefully 2025 comes out better. Here we have another star who warns us about the potential harmful side effects of going through cosmetic procedures. Blac Chyna stated on her Instagram that she is going through a life-changing journey and stepping into a different way now that she had undergone surgery to remove her front and behind enhancements. Her warning goes as follows. "I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots because you can get sick. You can get severely harmed, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff. I haven't had any crazy complications since I got it. I got it when I was 19 years old. But now I'm moving here in life, so I want the stuff out of my butt so I can grow." Her behind surgical procedure was supposed to only take 4 hours to remove, but instead took up to almost 9 hours. She stated, "Whatever that silicone mass, what that was in my cheeks, it kept clogging the machine and breaking it. And having all of that in your own body too? Scary stuff." With this new glow up, or down, next up on her list will be to remove her facial fillers. Christina Hall, star and host of Flip or Flop, has had her own personal scary experience when it came to cosmetic procedures. She had recently tested positive for mercury and lead poisoning, which she originally thought it was because of all the house renovating she was doing, but has now begun to speculate that it may actually be because of the enhancements or injections she has done. Christina seeks comfort from her fans and the online community, asking if this is common with anyone else. "I've had some unexplained health stuff for years, and now I'm considering the thought that this could be breast implant related. Does anyone else have any experience with the subject? I'm curious on all the ladies' take on this." The star goes into great detail as well, listing all the issues she was diagnosed with, some including Hashimoto's disease, PCOS, and Raynaud's syndrome. I don't even know what 2 out of the 3 things are. Christina even became candid with us when she posted on her Instagram story that she had a bad reaction to under eye filler and immediately dissolved it shortly after, which had caused the bottom of her eyes to be very puffy looking. Yikes, poor girl. Reading Lilly Ghalichi's story on what happened with her eye filler has made me incredibly weak in the knees. After she had gotten her procedure to just have a little bit injected under her eye, her face had started becoming red and turning into a dark color, similar to a bruise on the face. It had gotten even worse over time, and only being told after going to a doctor that she was experiencing vascular occlusion, which is when filler is accidentally injected into an artery. I need a moment. Vascular Occlusion is basically when an artery is blocked, and that's what her fillers did. It stopped the blood flow under her eyes. A dermatologist who's looking at this case even stated, if this occurs without correction, it can cause skin necrosis, meaning the skin can perish, leaving a wound. Doctors are saying she could have gotten even a worse reaction if she wasn't as quick as she did when dissolving it. Another dermatologist said, occasionally there are also reports of filler moving backward into the bloodstream of the vessels, important for the eye, and this causing vision changes or loss. For the doctors that saved her eye, Ghalichi states, "Thank you to the filler response team at UCLA who helped save my skin, and asked I share my story to help others become aware of the very real risk of the fillers." My god. Time for a nice palate cleanser of a not so scary experience with fillers. Earlier this month, Lottie Moss has opened up about going through another filler procedure to dissolve the ones she had, as well as doing some correctional procedures after she had gone under a really botched one prior. The ones currently listed that she had done with the new doctor were, but not limited to, tear toe treatment, obvious lip dissolve, Botox adjustment, and masseter Botox. She had chosen Dr. Roche for this purpose, since he's apparently renowned for making cosmetic procedures look natural and flawless, with a long list of A-list clients too. It is a little weird though that the star decided to do this procedure just after coming out of the hospital just weeks prior due to a substance problem that required her to be immediately brought to the hospital. There seems to be a very worrisome trend, at least from my perspective, around her physical appearance that I hope she's able to overcome in the near future. I never heard of this woman before, but apparently a now reality star Heidi Pratt had become famous after it was reported that she had undergone 10 cosmetic surgeries in one day. Some of these included chin reduction, liposuction in multiple parts of the body, Botox, and lifting her brows. And recently, she opened up regretting them immensely. She states, "It was a huge turning point for us in such a negative way. There was a fallout with the Hills and a lot of backlash with the things we were doing. We spent more money and it was so unnecessary. Sometimes I can't believe I did that to us and to me. It's been a lot to overcome." Since then, she had gone through more surgery to remove her F-size cups. They were so heavy, they were falling through the skin. It was just too heavy for my body, and I was in pain and uncomfortable all the time. I thought, what do I need this size of chest for? I think it's important to not pigeonhole yourself in past mistakes, but to learn from them and move on. Well said. Ladies, could you imagine your own cherries poisoning you? Because that's what apparently happened to former adult star Crystal Harris, also formerly known as Crystal Hefner. She claims that she had gotten surgery for chest enhancement. Crystal started noticing aches, bladder pain, brain fog, and major fatigue. She started developing allergies to many different foods, battling thyroid issues and excruciating pain. The fatigue was so severe that I could barely leave the house or drive. I was afraid to get up there in front of a crowd and go blank with brain fog, stated Harris. Once she was diagnosed with Lyme's disease, her fans started to speculate she was possibly experiencing what's known as chest implant illness. The chemicals that were injected into her body were slowly destroying her, and because her body was trying to fight it off, all these other illnesses started popping up because of it. She had remained this size for 8 years until she made the discovery, and immediately getting rid of them, and thankfully started getting better almost right after. Harris ended this journey stating, "Turn a mess into a message," and hopes her experience opens the eyes for many others. So, do you think you're still willing to do some cosmetic procedures despite these horror stories? I won't judge, since there's obviously still so many success stories out there too. Comment down below what your thoughts are, and I shall see you all in the next video. Till then, my little starlets.